How you doing? So Cyber Weekend is coming this week. So let the milking begin. Milk the whales. I remember Sethan used to say that. So I'm just letting you know this video is really not for you if you're a whale or even like a mega whale especially. This video is not for you. So I've been wanting to do this since July 4th. But because I was in Valiant at the time, I was gonna make should you stop ranking 6 stars if for Valiant players only. Now I'm gonna be talking about for Paragon player as well. So if you're Valiant or Paragon, should you be ranking up? Should you stop ranking up 6 stars? So get the popcorn ready. So let's get it going. Okay. So what is this? So let me start off with the very easiest part. So if you're in the top 10, okay, top 10 hero rating, there's absolutely no reason you should be ranking up 6 stars, okay? And you're probably thinking, what about someone like Hercules that you want to have ascended at max sig, especially max sig, rank 5, ascended, 6 star. I can pretty much guarantee you these top 10, at least most of them, have Hercules as the 6 star rank 5 ascended SIG 200 in the top 10. Okay, if they don't, it's because they choose not to. That's it. Okay, and I did made a video, like was it over a year ago, that top 12, I think 12 top 12 champions you want to ascend. I'll post down the link below in the description below, and I think the only 7 stars that were at the time now compared to over a year ago was Diablo and Angela. I think at the time was already a 7 star, but besides those two, out of the 12 I mentioned are still 6 stars. They're not yet 7 stars, so I'll put the description below. So if you're in the top 10, no reason why, because these people right here in the top 10, if they get a 7 star, okay, they can max sig them anytime. I would be shocked, and I would pretty much bet any of these top 10 hero rating, they have spent a minimum $100. I mean, $100. Okay, a minimum of $100,000 in this game, minimum. Okay, and I would not be shocked if one of them, or maybe more than one of them, has spent more than $1 million in MCOC. Okay, so these top 10 players in the hero rating, I can pretty much say they can max sig any 7 stars. So there's really no point for them to rank up 6 stars. And like I already mentioned, I believe that they pretty much have like all the good champions that are not yet 7 stars at max sig rank 5 ascended. So I don't see the point for them to be ranking up 6 stars. Okay, so another one, if you're a Thronebreaker, there's absolutely no reason for you to be ranking up 7 stars. Let me just go to my 2 accounts. Okay, let's pause the video. So this is one of my free-to-play account. This is a Thronebreaker. I want just probably obviously just show you how long I have this. I had this. Okay, look at this. What else? I think right here. Look at that, 1/3/2018. Okay, I had this. I'm pretty sure I had this account like since 2017. Okay, but you could see just from that, I've been playing this account since the beginning of 2018, almost 7 years ago. Okay, and let me just show you my roster. This is a free to play. Okay, let's look at my 7 star. Look at that, none. So it doesn't even make any sense if you're a Thronebreaker to be ranking up, 7 stars when you don't even have 7 stars. It's just the logic behind it is just silly, And the reason, and I just want to show you. Let me see how many. Wonder how many. Well, look at that, 5,000. I'm like, I guess more than halfway to getting a 7 star, because their first 2 7 stars is only 10,000 shards. But that's it. So let me just show you. Let me read this for you. I think it's right here, right? Rank up gem cell. Oh, I saw it. Maybe it's gone. No. Alright, let's see. That's it here. Look at this. They're trying to sell me a 7-star rank 2 gem. And I don't even have a 7-star. You know how silly that sounds? I could buy this right now if I want to. But what's the point? It's so silly. Okay, so if you're a Thronebreaker or below, you should not be ranking up 7 stars. You should be focusing on your 6 stars, especially if you're free to play. If you're a whale, somehow you have a new account, just want to spend money, I guess that's understandable if you want to go rank up 7 stars. But that's there's I just want to let you know it is a bit biased for me, because I don't think coming from me because I don't think 7 stars are necessary in the game. There's really nothing you can do in content that you need 7 stars for. Yeah, it's easier to do Necropolis and Abyss. I could definitely solo more fights, or easier time soloing fights with 7-star Diablo compared to 6-star in Abyss. If I had using a 7-star, and as well as easier to do Necropolis. But when I did Necropolis, I only used 6-star Aegon. Okay, so even which is the hardest content in MCOC right now is Necropolis, and I use 6-star Aegon. So there's really no point of ranking up 7 stars. That's why if you're a Thronebreaker and below, and this bit biased on my part, uh, uh, I don't see the point ranking up 7 stars over your 6 stars, as well as I forgot. What was I gonna say? I forgot. Let me pause the video. Also, I just remembered that I like champion that are like they have that white, what is that called, dupe champions, or that silver stars. I really don't like the gold stars. I mean, that's probably more prep, for me, I guess, or some people that like. I feel like 7 stars there, or any champion that's undupe, it feels incomplete. I feel like they just don't. They're not. You don't have their max potential. When I see a champion that's not dupe or even like Sig 200, like Hercules right here, who's the Sig 200, I feel like a champion is not its max potential. I rather have a champion that's Sig 200 than an awakened champion, obviously, because they're obviously gonna be better. You know, that's another, maybe just me, but I just like champions with silver stars versus like gold stars that are undupe, and I feel like they don't. I feel like they're just their potential. They're missing so much potential being undue, in my opinion. So let's go to my main account. Okay, so we're back in my main account, and I forgot what I was gonna say again. Oh, all right, let's pause the video. So if you're below uncollected, so I did mention, should you be ranking up 6 stars over your 7 stars? Even if you're a new player, if you're below uncollected, you should not be focusing ranking up your 6 stars. Okay, you should be ranking up your 5 stars. And I don't plan to do, when my realistic road to Valiant challenge, I don't plan to use 6 stars until I get to Act 6. So there's really, if you're below uncollected, focus on ranking up your 5 stars, because you need those. Some champions really benefit their signature ability. So that's really, for me, like, some champions, they just benefit so much from their sig, and they're not yet 7 stars like Hercules, where you want them to be like awakened, obviously, but preferably at max sig. So let me just clean this, and I'm just gonna tell you what's daily. Okay, let me clean this. Okay. So, unfortunately, I won't have enough to be able to take Morbius to rank 5, but I can probably take him to rank 4 when it comes to Morbius. So another thing I haven't mentioned to you, I'm still Paragon, if you saw that already, is because of this. It's really annoying. Like, when you become Valiant, you can't rank up 6 stars anymore. Like, why would I want to become Valiant when I can, when I can easily max sig my 6 stars? And you're thinking, like, I want to give something that Legacy said, and I tried to correct him, and I think he deleted my comment or he blocked me, whatever. To be fair, I'm pretty straightforward guy. I tell how it is, and some people, they're too sensitive that they don't like my comment, so they end up deleting it or blocking me, whatever. But you know, but you know, let's go to Battlegrounds. Okay, so here, this is for you know, he said something about like Thronebreakers, you should be getting the 7-star shards. I'm like, come on, bro. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Also here, where is it at? So here, if you're Valiant, it only costs 100. Okay, he thought it was like 50. It was like 5,000. Because he was Valiant. But um for Paragon, it's 360. I don't know why is that. And then for Thronebreaker, it's like 390. Why is it 4 times as much for Thronebreaker? I have no idea. I don't get it. And but the thing is, okay, why don't you just become Valiant, and it'll be so cheap to get your 6-star stone? Because I don't play Battlegrounds, okay? And it's not just me, okay? Look at my alliance just to prove it to you, okay? Only 12 people in my alliance have played Battlegrounds. I had 30 people in my alliance, okay? And I understand the top 3 quit because they're probably looking for higher people that do Battlegrounds, but only 12 out of 30, 40%, less than half of my alliance do Battlegrounds. So most people in my alliance don't do Battlegrounds. I don't do it either. So that's the reason why, for me, those 6 stones are very important. That's why it's kind of annoying that it makes me not want to become Valiant, because I will not be able to get max sig my 6 stars. And the thing is, people don't realize max sig your 6 stars, you're actually investing on 7 stars, because when you dupe a max sig 6 star, that is 7-star shards, okay? And really, you can decide, I think it's a mistake for Paragon players, unless you have tons of money to just put in the game, that it's a mistake for Paragon players to be ranking up 7 stars over their 6 stars. And even for new players, especially new Valiant players, to be ranking up 7 stars over their 6 stars. I'm gonna give you the reason why. But I think if you've been top 1%, you've been Valiant for like over a year now, you can definitely decide whether, that's up to you. I mean, it could go either way, but if you're new to Valiant or Paragon player, I think it's a big mistake to be ranking up your 7-star over 6 stars. Why is that? Because some champions, like Hercules, I said, are not yet 7 stars. You want to be ranking up somebody like Hercules, okay? I don't have Hercules rank up right now. I think I do have him at rank 3, I believe. Yeah, he's still rank 3, but he's unawakened. I could obviously dupe him, maxing him, but right now, like Hercules, you should be ranking up Hercules. He's one of the best cosmic champions in the game, if not one of the best champions in MCOC. So you should be ranking up Hercules, okay? And I personally, technically there isn't 7-star Hercules, but personally, I would rather have a maxed out 6-star Hercules than an unawakened 7-star rank 3 Hercules. Okay, I mean, that's how valuable his signature stone, his awakened ability is. If you're not familiar with Hercules, how valuable his signature stone is, or his signature ability is, let's just take a look at it. Okay. When it comes to Hercules' signature ability, it's arguably the most important signature ability in the game. Okay, it's definitely in the top 10, if not top 5 most important signature ability in the game. So you should be focusing on ranking up 6 stars like Hercules, who want him to be awakened for value at max sig. So we don't have a 7-star Hercules right now, but let's just talk about what we have now. Like, I have a 5-star Hercules. I think you've seen it, right? He's at 6,200. Okay. I don't even use my 5-star Hercules, my 6-star Hercules. I only use my 5-star Hercules. And when on my Ponce Academy, I used my pawns to pretty much solo a lot of fights in Act 6 using 5-star Hercules, and that's without damage mastery as well. Okay, with 5-star Max Sig, because of his signature ability, is so valuable. It's just not Hercules, like what we have now. I personally would rather have this 5-star rank 5 ascended Max Sig Hercules than an unawakened 6-star rank 5 Hercules. That's how valuable his signature ability is. Let me just show you what Hercules can do with his signature ability, what a 6-star rank 5, even ascended, 6-star rank 5 ascended Hercules unawakened will not be able to do. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Look at this. This is from Incursion. This is over 5 million health. Let me know as well, is this the record for the highest health pool Hercules has soloed? It's certainly probably with a 5-star for sure, but I don't know for a 6-star Hercules if this is the highest health pool Hercules has soloed. But I know he has soloed some fights in uh, Labyrinth of Legends, obviously, but as well as like some health pool with like 2.5 million health in Abyss. I don't know anything higher than that. If you know Hercules has solo higher health pool than 5 million, let me know. But I think this is a record for the highest health pool solo by Hercules, at least the 5-star. So let me know. So here, look at this. Without Hercules' signature ability, he will not be able to solo this fight. Okay, even if there's a 7-star rank 6 Hercules, unawakened will not be able to solo this fight. Okay, because of his signature ability. Okay, that's how valuable his signature ability is. And I also, there's a hack in the game where Hercules gets 50% increased combat rate when he's unlockable, which you're gonna see a little bit later. Okay, so let's just take a look at this. This is just an awesome fight. Like I mentioned, his signature ability from Hercules is so valuable because without the signature ability, this fight is not possible. Even if there was like a 7-star rank 6 Hercules unawakened, would not be able to solo this fight. Okay, that's how valuable his signature ability is. So that's the only thing, obviously, because I'm using a 5-star and it's a 5 million health. But yeah, this is like, it is gonna take some time, unfortunately. Come on, give it a. This is a 5 million health, so it does gonna take some time. So let's see. Okay, yeah. So he sold it. Should we look at the time? Yeah, why not? Let's look at it. I mean, what, 100 seconds for a 5-star, 5 million health? That's not bad. I think that's pretty good. So let's take a look at another fight. Let's see. This, I think, look at this, over a million PI. I think this is also the highest rating Hercules has soloed. Let me know if Hercules has soloed higher rating than this. If definitely, I would say 5-star. This is the highest rating Hercules has soloed, and you can see later, since I'm running damage mastery, that his signature ability will kick in. I think 6-star rank 5 Hercules could probably have soloed this, but you know but here you can see why, with damage mastery, you can see why his signature ability is so important, because I'm going to trigger when I throw my special, recoil is going to take me down to less than, it's going to trigger my immortality. So let me know, this is the highest rating Hercules has soloed. I don't know, but I pretty much could say maybe probably a 5-star. This is the highest rating Hercules has solo when it comes to rating. But this video just shows you how valuable his signature ability is. Okay, think about who's gonna do better for your account. Okay, and just think about it. What we have now, if you had to think about it, who's gonna do better for your account? 5-star rank 5 ascended Hercules Max Sig, or unawakened 6-star rank 5 Hercules. And I'm talking about, like, obviously Incursion. He's just gonna be way better with his signature ability and even questing. I've soloed so many fights in Act 6 with a 5-star Hercules, and I think even first attempt using Hercules because of his signature ability. That's how valuable his signature ability is. Let me see. Do I have the hacks? So if you're wondering where the hacks I was using, there it is. And this one here, oh man, these hacks really made him be able to like what do you call this? Be able to do that infinite stun. But this is it: unstoppable or unblockable attack gains plus 50% combat rate. So if you ever want to figure out how to do the what do you call that? Infinite stun with Hercules. These are the three hacks you want. Glitching power, effect upgrade stun 50% duration, and special refund 20% less power. If you're wondering, if you ever like, how do you do that infinite stun with Hercules? This is the three hacks you want to have with Hercules. Okay, let's go. So that's why you want to have how valuable her signature ability is. Okay, so here I'm going to tell you about Hela next. Let's talk about Hela. This is probably not a good example. Oh yeah, it's not a good example. Yeah. Okay, that's not a good example. Okay, let's just show this anyways. This is really why Angela is the best champion in Incursion. I've said this like, what? Was it like 20 months ago? I told Karate Mike, when he was saying the best champion for Incursion, I said Angela is without a doubt the best champion in Incursion. And, Hela works great for Incursion, but she just like struggles against some Mystic champions. And here I trigger second chance. This could be soloable with Hela. Obviously I'm using a 5-star, but with a 6-star and better gameplay, this could be soloable. Yeah, but Power Lock 1 passive is really tough for Hela. As you can see, that's unfortunate, but that's what happened. It is what it is. What else? And the reason why, let's talk about Angela, okay? So Angela is a 7-star, okay? But when it comes to Angela, her signature ability is so valuable, especially when it comes to Incursion. Okay, so let's take a look at her signature ability. She basically immune to poison. I mean, yeah, not just poison. He's pretty much immune to damage over time, okay? That's how powerful his signature ability is. He's immune to nullify, can counter auto block. That's how valuable his signature ability is. Like Angela, without her signature ability, will not be able to get through to zone 100 in Incursion. I think only Angela I've tried with so many champions in the game. I tried Aegon even at 9.99 and Hercules too. Like, you know, Hercules he just cannot because there's so many nodes that Hercules struggle with. You know, like let's just go back there. So here with Hercules, was like so 99, okay, in Incursion. But I didn't use Hercules. Just like I don't want to give you guys misinformation. I shouldn't have said that earlier. But I didn't use Hercules all the way to zone 99. I used Aegon and Angela. Okay, but Aegon, not 999, he has problems, I think, with a lot of nodes, like Power Lock 1 passive. Sometimes, somehow, maybe he can get by with Power Lock 2 passives, but really, those nodes for Aegon, even at 999, he just has problems in Incursion. So, I don't want to mislead you guys. I didn't use 5-star Hercules to get to zone 99. I pretty much spent, I think, at least 1,000 units to get to zone 999, and a lot of it was because of ramping up Hercules, switching up. I switched what? I took out Odin. I put what's that? Galen. Then I put to make him a herald. Then I put Odin free fights on him. Then I put so I had to switch my 5-star Odin to 4-star or 3-star Odin. Then I had to put Captain America, so it was a lot of units spent to get Hercules to be able to do this fight. So I don't want to mislead people like, oh, Hercules can go all the way to zone 100. He cannot. There's just so many nodes in Incursion that he cannot. I've done a lot of testing. I've been to zone 100 at least 10 times, and as far as I know, only Angela can get there. Angela can solo any fight in Incursion. There hasn't been any fight Angela just cannot solo Incursion. If you do any fights that Angela cannot solo, let me know. But so let's talk about Hela this time and why her. Look, I'm using a 5-star. My 6-star is unawakened right now. So for me to get through, to get pretty far in Incursion, I'm using the 5-star because she's at Sig 200. So I don't really know how valuable exactly, because of Heimdall synergy. It might not necessarily be you want her matters so much to her to be awakened because of Heimdall and Odin synergy, increasing her buff duration. But you'll see, if you're using a 6-star anyways. But here it's pretty rough because what is this? She just drains all my power, so this fight is gonna take a long time. And what else? And you're gonna see here, I trigger my indestructibility. Hela would not be able to solo this fight without that signature ability. Maybe like Halatard can do this fight without this signature ability. I don't know, but he's when you talk about most of the records in Necropolis, he has it with a 6-star Hela. Okay, I think even like most of the records in Abyss, Halatard has the record. If you haven't seen it, he's like the master. Bureau Man stopped using Hela, but this guy is probably arguably better than Bureau Man using Hela. That's how good he is using Hela. But like I mentioned, like this fight. Let's go. So I mentioned this earlier when it comes to this fight right here. I think this can be solvable, obviously, with a 6-star with better skill gameplay. But I think even Halatard, he's so skilled. Like even 5-star, he could probably solo this fight with Hela. So this could be solvable with very skilled gameplay. I'm just letting you know. I mean, I'm not the best player in the world, obviously. I think I've said that many times. I'm just an average player, but I think with better skill gameplay, this can be solvable. So let's talk about why her signature, when it comes to Hela, especially Incursion, her signature ability is so valuable with Odin synergy. So let's pause the video. Oh, come on, pause it. I know Hela is not yet a 7-star, but his signature ability is so important because look at that. For the first time, Hela would be knocked out. Each fight she gains indestructible buff that lasts for 7 seconds. That is so valuable. You might not notice it, but until you go to Incursion with the Odin synergy. So let's talk about the Odin synergy, right? And you see that in the what do you call that? What is that? Scarlet Witch fight. So let's look at Odin. So Odin, when it comes to his synergy, he increased 5% buff duration with Thor and Hela. So if you go really far in Incursion, like let's say, not even zone 100, like zone 68, you have 1,000% buff duration. Plus, that is like with Hela, 7 seconds plus 1,000% buff duration. That's like an extra 70 seconds from 7 seconds. So like you have 77 seconds of indestructibility with this Odin synergy. That's why you saw there with her signature ability, why it was so valuable. And also you see in the Heimdall synergy with Hela, I don't know how long it lasts, but you can see how long it lasts. Let me just show you. With Heimdall, okay, this Heimdall synergy is the most important synergy in the game, by the way. So it lasts for 2 seconds, but when you have you go so far in Incursion, let's say zone 67, zone 68, 1,000% buff duration, that's another 20 seconds of unstoppable and indestructible. Okay, 22 seconds of indestructible and unstoppable. I also, for some reason, I think when it comes to without hacks, once you go past Zone 100 incursion, that Hela is better. But it's because of this synergy. It doesn't make sense with Hela. Let me see. Is it here? With It's not here, is it? There it is. So once per fight, Heimdall will intercede on your behalf, dash back, and hold block. And you gain a duration, increasing attack by 15% of base attack. That's why. It is base attack only. So I was wondering why this doesn't make sense. Why it doesn't, like, really, if you're like, what? Let's say you're past zone 100, you have plus 2,000% buff potency. It should be like plus 3,000%, right? Or plus 30,000%. That's practically like, what is that? Like comparable to 30 fury buffs, but because it says base attack only, maybe that's why. But at the same time, it says fury buff. So, I mean, plus what, 2,000% duration. This should be like, including, like, it'd be like 30 buffs. I don't know. All right, enough yammering. So, like I said, it's very important to have your signature ability in the game for some champions in MCOC. That's why if if you're not a whale, broke, basically you don't want to be focusing ranking up your 7 stars. Even like some champions, there are some champions where you can pretty much, their signature ability isn't like super important. But even like Apocalypse, like I didn't think his synergy, like his signature ability was like a big deal. But then I realized, especially in Incursion, that regen is really valuable, man. It's like, dude, he's gonna be like, it'd save you so much potion, and he's, without it, he's gonna be always in low health. But with this thing, it is so valuable. I didn't really think about it until I went to Incursion, how valuable his signature ability is. So, like I said, some champions maybe not so valuable, but some champions do. You want to rank up the 6-star over the 5 stars. And this is, when I made the video top 12 champions to ascend, Mister Sinister was not there. He didn't get a buff yet, but his signature ability is so valuable. I mean, I don't know if it's working right now. I think, and then Kabam possibly is going to nerf him if he gets, if once his signature ability. So Kabam has mentioned when it comes to signature ability that his regen rate is not working. So, but they feel like if it's too powerful, once they fix it, he could get nerfed and it'll be replaced with something else. So that's unfortunate. That's why I don't really want to hesitating to rank him up when it comes to Mr. Sinister. Like personally, for me, in questing, especially in Incursion, I would rather have a 6-star rank 5 ascended max sig than a 7-star rank 3 unawakened Mr. Sinister, because how valuable his signature ability is. So it cannot really tell, but his Cosmic Fury buffs, if you win, it's at max sig, Cosmic Fury, it increases it by like 36% or 37%. Okay, 37% for every time you win against Cosmic Champion at max sig. So if you win 3 fights against Cosmic Champions, that's gonna increase your base attack by 110% at max sig. 110%, more than double your base attack. It's not as much noticeable if you're running damage mastery, but if you're talking about, plus another, let's say you win 3 fights against mutant, that's another 90% special attack bonus. And not to mention you're getting 3 random buffs that can be mutant or cosmic, which only increases your attack. So basically you can be looking at a 5-star, not even a 6-star. Okay, a 5-star. I don't even have the 5-star dupe yet, but I might rank this guy up, take him to max sig. That's how valuable it is. But at max sig, a 5-star could be stronger than a 7-star rank 3. Think about it. Or even, is it a 7? Maybe even a 7-star rank 6, but that's pushing it. But personally, for me, I would rather have a 6-star, rank 5, max sig, Mister Sinister, than a 7-star rank 6 on Awaken. I understand that's not going to be for everybody, but that's just for me because how valuable his signature ability is. Okay, that's how valuable his signature ability is. Think about it. He's gonna with you win 3 fights against Mutant, 3 fights against Cosmic. That's gonna increase his triple his base attack. Of course, if you run damage mastery and then like incursion, that could be that could be 7-star rank 6 might be better for you. So maybe I might take that back. Not 7-star rank 6, that's pushing it. But let's say 7-star rank 4. When they do have 7-star rank 4, I would rather have a 6-star maxed out 6-star than an unawakened 7-star rank 4 Mister Sinister. Okay? I would rather have a 6-star rank 5 Mister Sinister max ascended max sig than a 7-star rank 3 Sig 20 Mister Sinister. That's how valuable his signature ability is. Okay? And there's pretty much, I think, not many champions in the game that are going to be like 7-star rank 3 Sig 20 that are more valuable than, besides Mister Sinister, and I would say even Hercules, I would say. I would rather have a 6-star rank 5 max Sig ascended Hercules than unawakened Hercules. Okay, I don't have him awakened yet, but I would rather have this guy at max Sig, max rank, than a 7-star rank 3 Sig 20. So when do I plan ranking up 7-stars? I do think, I predicted July 4th from last year, an average player or casual player. I think more like average player like myself would be 2 years till 7-star comes out. So that was July of last year. So maybe by July of 2025, I would consider ranking up 7-stars over 6-stars. But even then, maybe not. I personally think 6-stars are still useful until 7-star rank 4 comes out. When 7-star rank 4 comes out, that is pretty much gonna put 6-stars off the lead for most champion anyways. But like I mentioned, personally for me, I would rather have a maxed out max sig 6-star than an unawakened 7-star rank 4 Hercules. That's just me. That's not for everybody. I understand that, but think about who's gonna be better for you in questing and especially in incursion. Okay. And some champions who are not yet 7-stars, like Aegon. Aegon is probably the most valuable champion in game. All right, I pretty much a lot of people can agree when it comes to Aegon. I would probably have a maxed out 6-star Aegon than an unawakened 7-star rank 6 Aegon. Okay, I would rather have a 5-star. I would rather have a 5-star max sig Aegon than unawakened 7-star rank 3 Aegon, because that's how valuable his signature ability is. I think Aegon is probably the most valuable champion in the game to be at max sig, or not even max sig really, but at least awaken obviously, but better if he was max sig, because there's really not many contents in MCOC that Aegon is designed for, because at Aegon at 999 is just broken, right? Like, well, at least he's OP, maybe not broken, OP, because he when it comes to long fights, I would say he's OP. But if there's any way they can have Aegon 999 in like Battlegrounds, he would just be broken. If you don't think Aegon 999 is not broken in like Battleground type of help pool, then you have no clue what, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I mean, you're playing a different game. That's why, and Kabam knows that. That's why they don't have many design other than like Everest content where Aegon can really shine at 999. But so it's really valuable when it comes to signature ability. Why you want him to ramp up at 999 as his signature ability. And besides Aegon, who's not yet a 7-star, but let's talk about a champion that is a 7-star, right? Where is he at? Namor. Namor is probably the one of the most valuable champions that you want to have at max sig. Okay, I would rather have a max Sig 6-star Namor than a 7-star rank 4 Sig 20. Than a 7-star rank 4. Okay, we don't have 7-star rank 4 yet, but even if we do, I would rather have a 6-star max Sig Namor than a 7-star rank 4 Sig 20. That's how valuable his signature ability is. Same thing with Aegon. I think Aegon for sure. I would rather have a max 6-star Hercules than even a 7-star rank 6 Unawakened Aegon. Or Sig 20. As far as 620, it's probably only Namor. I would say at 7-star rank 4 that I would want at um, I would rather have, you know, but when it comes to 7-star rank 3, I would rather have max 6-star Hercules, max 6-star Mister Sinister than a 7-star rank 3 Sig 20 Mister Sinister and Hercules. But then again, that's just me. That's not for everybody, but that's just my thoughts. Why it's so valuable to be ranking up 6 stars over your 7 stars, because their signature ability, not all of them, but it really does matter a lot. So there you go. I'm just gonna stop the video there. Thank you.